Hi guys, it's David, and I hope you're having a good day. I'm going to start my day with some yoga, and I thank you for joining me. We'll do a pretty mellow class today, and we'll start out as we usually do with our base posture, mountain pose. Towards the front of your mat, take a look at your feet with your toes lifted. Position your feet a comfortable distance apart and get into the four corners of the feet. At the front, the base of the big toe and small toe, and at the back, two sides of that back heel. Shift your weight left, right, forward, back, and find those four corners. And as you push down through the four corners, and it helps me to bend the knees and to bounce a little bit, see if you can then, as you straighten the knees, lift slightly through the arches of the foot, like you wanted to make that arch a little more deep or a little more extreme. Straighten the knees and then just a micro bend in the knees. Especially be careful if you're someone who tends to lock your knees. You don't want a locked knee. You just want a nice straight knee. Spiral the thighs slightly inward, and you can play with that. It's a motion that we're not very accustomed to. Spiral the thighs inward, like the two thighs rotate slightly inward, and then tuck the tailbone downward so the low back tucks down. The curve at the low back becomes more shallow, and to do that, you'll pull the belly button in towards the spine and slightly upward towards the ribs. And you're pretty firm in the lower body at this point. And then rising up, as you drop the shoulders, open the chest a little bit. Notice if the chin is tilted up or down. Make it about level. The gaze is slightly forward, slightly downward. Let the arms fall naturally, and then rotate the palms slightly forward, relaxing the fingers. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Work with the duration of the breath. Match the length of the inhale. Maybe about 4 counts. To the exhale, about the same. And you work with the breath depth that works for you. Maybe it's a 3 or a 5 or a 6 count. But go ahead at the beginning here and count your inhale and your exhale. And on each exhale now, progressively start to relax the muscles that helped you form that lower body alignment and that upper body alignment. So with each exhale, you relax a little bit so you're not working at it so hard, but you hold the posture. Keep breathing. And ultimately, this is what we're working on in yoga, is maintaining a posture with an even, steady breath with a minimal of muscular action. So keep that in mind as you breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. And on that inhaling and exhaling, when I call an inhale or an exhale, you don't need to worry if you're exactly with me. It's not about us all being in sync. I'm just reminding you to breathe, because you can easily forget at different points during a yoga practice. Next inhale, sweep the arms up, tip the chin up, weight into the heels just slightly, and hold and breathe there. Open the chest, shoulders down. Check to see if the shoulders came up during that rise. Belly is a little bit firm. And then hands come together. Right hand grabs the left wrist, and we're going to take a side bend. So pushing hips out, stretching along one side of the body, usually rotating one shoulder forward. Nice steady bend. Don't have to go too deep. Keep the breathing steady. And then on an inhale, slowly coming up, switching the hands over, and side bending the opposite direction. Inhaling, coming up, dropping the hands down. Hands come behind the back, and then engage the belly. Protect the core engagement protects the low back. and push slightly forward and open the chest and tilt the chin upward several breaths. Glutes are firm. And then inhale up to standing, hands at the hips, knees slightly bent. Nice straight spine coming down slowly. Keep the breathing up. And when you're able, release the hands to the mat. And I like to shift the hips a little left and a little right. We're just letting the body open up. And then if you can, heel toe the feet apart a little bit. Toes can point outward. And we're going to drop slowly into a squat. This is actually a really useful position. A lot of people don't like it, and some people probably struggle with it. But it opens the low back. Keep the breathing going, and then start to tip the body forward a little bit. Little engagement in the belly again. The whole back side of the body opens up. Shifting the weight forward, a little weight into the hands. Start to straighten the knees, heel toe the feet back to hip width. Align the feet. Firm in the legs, spiral the thighs inward. Inhale, come to a half lift. Shoulders away from ears, spine is long, neck is an extension of the spine. Exhale, forward bend. And then a slight bend to the knees, push to the feet. Inhale, we're coming all the way up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Good. We're going to do some sun salutations a little faster than maybe what I normally do them to get warmed up, and then we'll go into some more deep stretching. So in your feet, form your basic mountain posture. You know how to do it. From the feet to the knees to the pelvis to the chest. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, arms hard and gaze up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, firm belly, half lift. Exhale, step back to plank. In plank, the hands are very alive, pushing with the base of each finger, clawing with the tip of each finger. Nice and steady. Inhale, exhale, release to the mat. Tops of feet pressing. Inhale, come to Cobra. Let's hold here as we exhale. Inhale. On the exhale, toes tuck, hips up and back, downward facing dog. First downward dog of the day. Walk it out a little bit. Shift the hips left and right. We're still getting the body ready for yoga. Feet come back towards the center of the mat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward bend. Dip to the knees. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, bending forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to plank. Inhale, plank, firm and strong. Exhale, release downward to the mat. Inhale, nice strong cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, step forward and half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising upward. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, arms, heart, gaze. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank into the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step forward and half lift. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step to plank. Inhale, plank this time. Exhale to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step forward, half lift. Exhale, forward bend. Push to the feet, inhale, rise up. Exhale, we're going to keep going. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to plank and hold. In plank, I like to talk about these hands. The base of each finger pushes into the mat, the tip of each finger claws, and that engagement in the hands takes the weight of the body, presses it up through the arms using the muscles, not just the stacked bones. Very important. Inhale, plank, drop the knees. Exhale, plank, lower to mat. Cobra, inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, exhale to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, inhale, right leg up high. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Back foot spins down flat, low in the front knee. Inhale up, warrior one. Exhale, bending forward, sweep the arms back. Good, we're just warming up the body. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale up. Good. This time we'll exhale forward down. Place the hands. Step back to plank. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot steps forward. Back heel spins down. Body is nice and forward. Inhale, up, warrior one. Exhale, sweep the arms back, torso forward. Good. Inhale. And this action is smooth, like you're swimming through water. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up to hold. Inhale. Exhale, forward and down. Place the hands. Step to plank. Good. In plank, move your left hand to the center of the mat and then tilt out to the right, side plank. Option here, drop your left knee down to support the action a little bit. See if you can over-rotate a little, opening the chest. Inhale, exhale, plank, and switch it over. Right hand center of the mat, twisting out to the left. Dropping the knee if you need. Coming back to plank with knees down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Knees on the mat, hips back to the heels. Take a moment to scan the body, sitting in a meditative posture, getting back to the focus on the breath. Remember, at the core of yoga, focusing on the breath is what we're really after. Good. Place the hands. Push the hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Heart is down, gaze is down, chest is slightly forward. Inhale, the left arm comes up and over, and we open to warrior two. The chest is open, to the left side of the mat. Check the front knee. It's nicely in alignment with the front toes. When you're ready, the arms come into play. Right arm forward and left arm back. Gaze can be forward, or if it's more comfortable in your neck, out to the side. The core is integrated. Belly button pulling towards spine and slightly upward. Regulate the breathing. Inhale, straighten the front leg. All 10 toes towards that left side of the mat. Hands to the hips, firm in the legs. Inhale, take the chest up. Glutes are engaged. Exhale, forward bend. Stopping about halfway down. Belly is engaged. Spine and neck are straight. Legs are supporting the action. Belly is supporting the action. Inhale. Exhale, release. Slight bend to the knees. Let yourself relax a little forward and down, opening the whole low back. And with each exhale, come in a little more deeply, allowing yourself to open up. Don't press it. There's no need to rush. And many people may not come very low. But with the exhale, you can feel the muscles start to unclamp a little bit and open. And that's what we're going for. We're going to start out coming about halfway up onto the hands. Integrate the feet. Find the four corners, including the outside edge of each foot. Legs are engaged, glutes are engaged, halfway lift. And then from the glutes, from the belly, you come all the way up. Rotate forward with the front foot and the back foot. We are in a lunge, so the front knee is bent. The back knee is a little bent, fairly straight. Dropping down into our lunge. Inhale the body. Arms come up. Core is engaged. Inhale, exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, left side body stretches, reaching forward. And then to inside of the foot, core engagement. Rotate out to the right. Work on your breathing. Match the duration of inhale and exhale. Coming out of the twist, frame the front foot. Left knee comes down. And then we'll take a front leg stretch. Slight lift in the toes. Right hip drawing back. And then my knee stays bent. Pushing the foot down a little bit. Start to bend over the extended front leg. Starting to walk the hands forward. Heel toe the right foot out to the right. Both hands to the inside of the right foot, and we're going to take an opposite stretch. So here we come, walking the body forward and the hips forward. The knee can press out to the right a little bit, and we start to lower down into this lizard pose. Steady with the breath. Inhale matches exhale. Now we're going to set the hands. We're going to step the foot back. We're on our knees. And then on our knees, the body slides forward. So we're in a modified plank. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to lower down. Inhale, we're going to come back up. Yeah, maybe I'm tricking us into doing some push-ups. Work with the core. Inhale, exhale. And then come up, tuck the toes. Hips draw you back to downward facing dog. Deep breathing in. Deep breathing out. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left foot steps forward. Spin the back heel down, keep the body down. Right arm starts forward, rotates like the clock's hands, up and over. Check the torso, it's plumb, belly is engaged, body is open, and then when you're ready, left arm forward, right arm back. Relax the shoulders, that's one of the tricks. Keep the shoulders relaxed. The arms are not critical to the pose. Check the front knee, it'll tend to float inward. Push it back out to the left a bit. Keep the neck comfortable. Inhale, straighten the front leg. All 10 toes towards the left side of the mat. Taking the hands behind the back, bind them in some way, grabbing opposite wrist or intertwining the fingers. And then engage the legs, lift and open the chest, drawing the shoulders back and down. There's a bit of a back bend here. Core engagement's important. Inhale. And as you exhale, you can start to bend forward. Legs are engaged. Glutes are engaged. When you're ready, some of you can lift the interlocked hands upward. Count the inhale, count the exhale, match the duration. Let the intertwined hands come down to the low back. Engage the legs. This lift comes from the legs, glutes, and core. Good, and then we'll take that back bend again. Pushing the hands down the hips, opening the shoulders. And then rotating, left foot forward. Adjusting the feet, we're coming into the lunge. So we're on our back toes. One alternate posture here is to take the right knee down. Inhale the arms up. We're in our lunge. Inhale. As we exhale, start to bend forward. Frame the front foot, right knee comes down, left toes lift slightly. We'll start to come into the stretch. Left hip draws back. Notice the tendency of the foot to drop to the outside of the mat. Bring the four corners, especially the big toe mound, back into alignment. A slow, steady bend forward. Check the breath. And then preparation for the lizard pose. We're coming forward, heel toeing the foot outside a little bit, allowing the knee to drop outside, and then finding a hand or arm position that works for you. It's best not to push too hard into these stretches. Let your breath guide you. When the breath is even and smooth, each exhale will allow you to come in a little more deeply. the breath is rough, uneven, interrupted, back off a little bit. Now, placing the hands, stepping the left foot back, we're going to come onto our knees, left knee forward, center of the mat, left hand forward, center of the mat. We'll open again to that modified side plank. And if you're happy here and want to go further, push the 2 feet together, stack the feet, and come into the regular side plank. And we're going to switch it straight over to the other side. Right hand down, spinning across. Right knee can always be down. Sometimes you get a much better opening that way. Side plank's not really about arm strength or hand strength. It's really about opening the chest and the front of the body. Inhale, and as you exhale, we come onto our knees and we lower down to the mat. Check your position on the mat. Tops of feet are flat into the mat. All 10 toes are engaged into the mat. Chest is down. Hands come alongside the body. We'll take a few cobras. The feet are pushing into the mat. The knees are lifted. The thighs are spiraling inward like we did at the beginning of class. So think about that. And then the pubic bone tucks down into the mat firmly. Inhale, push a little with the hands and lift the chest. Exhale, release. Come in and out of cobra a few times. Inhale. Exhale, release. Good. Taming the snake. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and hold. Evenness of the breath. Slowly exhale downward. Stack the hands, place the forehead on the top of the hands. Relax down. Beautiful. Locust. Same setup basically. The pubic bone tucks down and pushes firmly into the mat. Hands come back alongside the body. Palms are traditionally down. Sometimes it just feels better for me to have them up. Head down, gaze down, neck is long. Make sure the pubic bone is pushing into the mat, and then inhale, we lift the whole body up. Legs are lifting, glutes are squeezing, shoulders are down the back, chest is lifting. Regulating the breathing. Coming out when it feels right for you. Hands come forward and release down. I like to rock my hips a little side to side. Make sure I'm not clenching in the low back. Take your hands, push them into the mat, come up onto your knees. Hips back over heels for a moment, child's pose. And then on your hands and knees, we're just going to bring our right knee forward to the center of the mat and set up for half pigeon. Right hip is down. Many people need a mat or a cushion under this right hip to keep it a little level with the left hip. So I'm going to let the right hip come down, and then by engaging the core slightly and subtly, we can lift the chest, push forward with the hands. Sometimes it's nice to stay in this upward position a little bit, but eventually we're headed downward, and you can head downward whenever that feels right for you, with the torso coming forward. Really work with the breathing here. Let the head drop. Feel a stretch in the back of the neck. And the nice thing about this posture is once you get in, you really want to stay in. And for a lot of people with very tight hips, tight lower back, it's a good position to be in. The stretch should feel pleasing though. It should not be overly rubber band-like. And you should never feel the muscle stretching at the ends of the muscle, the connection points. The stretch should always be in the belly of the muscle, the wider, thicker part of the muscle. So in any posture like this, make sure you're coming in the right amount for you on any particular day. And your breathing will usually guide the way. We're going to start to switch over to the other side, bringing the hands back. For a lot of people, it feels good to tuck the left toes under and glide the hips up and back to downward facing dog, opening the hip outward, reaching the leg, working the knee forward and back, and then coming into the opposite side. Knee forward, hips down, chest forward, shoulders down. And from this point on, really work with your breathing. Match inhale to exhale. And then stay in a position that suits you best, staying upward or slowly starting to melt downward. And I can simplify some of the yogic teachings about the body and the mind by saying that yoga anatomy, yoga philosophy would say that the stiffness in the body comes from stuck thoughts that travel through the channels of the body, and they form energetic blockages. And that there are two ways to work on unsticking those thoughts and therefore freeing the body. The first is like you might take a hammer and tap on a water pipe to free a clog in the water pipe. Tap, 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 tap. And that's what we're doing with the asana practice, the posture practice. And the second way would be to take a poker or a reed and push it down the pipe and try and free the clog from that location. And that's what we're doing in meditation. So coming up and out of pigeon, sweep your legs up and around, rock right and rock left, and come to a comfortable position, either lying on your back or in a seated posture. And we'll use the reed for a couple of minutes to free some of those stuck thoughts. Repeating my words aloud or in your mind. Just when you hear them, commit to their meaning. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. and may I walk with ease within my community. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I walk with ease within my community. And then allowing the image of another person to fall into your mind. Take the first image that comes and hold it lightly, wishing, may they be safe. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they walk with ease within their community. May they be safe. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they walk with ease within their community. Continue sitting or resting on your back. You can continue to allow those humble requests to float through your mind. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for clearing some energetic blockages in my body and yours. And I'll see you next time. Namaste.